Check this out. I'm logged into the site right now, and this link says Logout. When I click on it, it logs me out and redirects me to the blog. Pretty sweet. Now the link is dynamically changed to say login. When I click on it, it takes me to the login page, and when I log in, it redirects me to the My Account page. I did this using custom code, and the best part is AI wrote the code for us. I'm going to show you how I made that happen, and then I'm going to show you 2 ways to add this to your website. The first one is by putting the code in your functions.php file. The second is by using a snippets plugin called WPCodeBox, which allows you to create white labeled plugins that you can use on other websites like your client sites. You're going to look super pro. So stick around to the very end to see what I'm talking about. And the creators of WPCodeBox were kind enough to sponsor this video as well. Let's get it. We're starting with our site looking like this. There is no login or logout link here. So the first thing we're going to do is add something there. It's pretty much a placeholder. So let's go into our dashboard. Let's go to Appearance and then Menus. If you don't have menus here, you have to go to Editor and then edit the navigation. If you need help finding that, I've got a tutorial that shows you how to find it for newer themes. I'll link to that in the card up above. And in your main menu, make sure you're on the one that is the primary menu or wherever you want the login link to appear. You can have this in the footer, the sidebar, wherever you want. So you just got to pick the correct menu where you want it to appear. We're going to create a custom link. For the URL, add a hashtag and name the link login and then save it. Now if we refresh out here, we have our login link, but when you click it, nothing happens. It adds a hashtag to a URL, but it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't do anything. And that's fine. We don't want it to right now. Now we're going to go to Claude. Claude is really good at writing code. And I'm on the free version, so anybody on the planet can do this. So here's the prompt I'm giving it. I try to be as clear as possible and include all the features I want. Let's read through it. The first part, can you create some PHP code that I can use in WordPress? It's important to give a context. So I told in the specific platform, or I told it what the specific platform is that we're using. We wanted to change the login link to logout after someone logs in and vice versa. When they click the login link, it should take them to the WordPress login page. When they log in, they need to be redirected to their account page at, and I gave the URL. When they click the logout link, it should log the user out and take them to the blog page at the URL. These URLs aren't super important. I just want the redirection functionality built in there, and we can switch URLs afterwards, no problem. And that's all there is. You can also add in, this code will be placed in the functions.php file. That gives Claude lots of context about what we're trying to do here. Let's hit go and see what happens. And there's our code on the right-hand sidebar here. Sometimes Claude puts it in line, sometimes on the right-hand side. There's a lot of extra information here as a comment. I'm just going to go down to the important stuff. Copy this. You want to make sure you're not copying a closing PHP tag or the opening PHP tag. Just the stuff that's in the middle, just the code. So let's go back into the website and throw this into the functions file. Under Appearance and then Theme File Editor, we can click on functions.php, scroll to the very bottom, and we're going to add it in down here. Hit enter 2 times, paste that in, and then save. If you're using a live site, you might want to back up your site first, or better yet, use a staging site or test this on a test site somewhere because stuff can go wrong and the functions.php file can crash your site if there's something wrong in there. So a quick look at this code. We see here we can change the login redirect URL and we can change the logout redirect URL. So let's change those because domainname.com is not where this site is. I'm going to, in this case, hard code the actual URL. I'm going to show you a different way to do this later on in the video. And boom, Bob's your uncle. Save that again. And now we should be logging out and redirecting and logging in and redirecting. So let's go to the home page. We got a login link here. If we refresh, this should change to log out because we are currently logged in. Let's refresh. And yep, now it's log out. Now when I click this, the admin bar at the top should disappear because we're logged out. And it should redirect us to the blog page. Let's give that a go. And there it is. How to boil an egg. That's our most recent blog post on this site. Now the URL here is changed to login. Let's go back to the home page just to make sure on every page it says login, and it does. Click on login, takes us to the login page, and now it should take us to the My Account page when I log in. And there we are. My Account, got a nice welcome back offer here in My Account. Sweet. And these pages, well, the blog page was just part of the site. The My Account page, I just made a page called My Account. So if I go to this pages and the My Account page is right here, let's edit that. I just made sure that the URL slug over here of account matches what's in the code. So you can put any URLs you want in this piece of code and redirect to anywhere. Just make sure it's an actual live URL. So that's the first way to do this, where we just have AI create the code and we paste it into our site and see what happens. If something went wrong, we would come back to this chat here, explain what went wrong, and ask it to fix it, and then keep trying. Sometimes there's a bit of trial and error, but usually there isn't. Usually it's pretty good, especially with simple stuff like this. Now I want to do something else, and that is turn this into a plugin. Let's go back into the functions file and let's get this piece of code out of here. I'm going to cut it out because I want to use it again. I'm going to use this exact code. Let's cut that. Get rid of that white space at the bottom, save the file. Okay, that's now gone. Even though we're logged in, this should now change from logout to login because that code is gone. And we have this dead link here. Now we're going to use WPCodeBox. This is a premium plugin. There is no free version, and it's a snippets plugin, but it's so much more than that. I'll link to a video down below that shows you everything this plugin can do, and it's wild. You can replace tons of plugins on your site with just this one, and you can package kind of like admin site enhancements, where it packages in tons of different admin stuff into one plugin. You can create plugins like that for yourself with this. It's pretty sweet, but let's stay focused right now. Let's paste in the code. There it is. I couldn't find paste when I right clicked, so I just command V'd it or control V'd on Windows, and it's the exact same code that we just copied out of the functions file. I'm going to name this login, logout, dynamic. I'm not going to add a description. Type is PHP. This one needs to run all the time when the page loads because every page has the login, logout link. But you have the power to specify when to run it. You can also say where you want to insert the snippet. Lots of different hooks you can tie it to. Give it a priority, give it an order. You can even have advanced conditions for when this code runs and doesn't, which is pretty sweet. So you can create custom stuff for your WooCommerce shop and have that appear only on the specific pages where it needs to. Anyway, I digress. Let's save this. Let's turn this on, save it again, just to make sure that turn on is saved. And now if we go back out here, it should change back to logout. That's sweet. Should have the same functionality. Looks like it does. So the code's working the exact same way with the snippet plugin, so you're not messing around in the functions.php file. It's way safer to use a snippet plugin. There are free snippet plugins you could use. This one is premium. You have to pay for it. But here's something that the free ones can't do. We're going to turn this code into a plugin that we can use on our other websites or our client websites. But something we have to do is make sure that this and this are coded properly. Because if we upload this to a different website, this URL is hard-coded. So that's not going to work. So I'm just going to delete this. Instead of having an absolute link, just have a relative link in this case. And it's pretty simple for this plugin, this script. But if you were doing something more complicated, you'd throw this back into Claude and say, I want to use this on multiple different websites, so please turn anything that's specific to one website and turn it to a variable that could easily be switched on other websites. And then it'll do that for you. Click on Save. Now we're going to click on this button right here, Generate Plugin. We're going to fill out this form really quick. We're going to choose the script we want in here. You can have a whole bunch of scripts in here if you want. Then we're going to click on Generate Plugin from selected snippets. And then we'll save it to our hard drive, press Keep, and then going to add this to our other websites. And this website is live, and there's no login link currently on the site, as you can see. We're going to have to do a couple things to make this work. We're going to have to add the login link to the menu. We're going to have to make sure there's a blog page and make sure there's a My Account page. And we know we have to do that because that's how we built the plugin, to redirect to those places. Or you can change the redirection URLs and have them go somewhere else if you want. So I'm going to go into the dashboard to make sure we have the things we need in place. First, I will add the login link to the menu. Let's go to Appearance and then Menus. And then add a custom link of hashtag, and the text is login. Add to menu, save that. And now we have the login link here, that doesn't do anything. It just adds a hashtag to the URL. And under pages, let's add a page. This site might actually have a My Account page, but that's okay. Let's add a new one. Call it account. Let's publish that. And then for the slug, we want to make sure it just says account. And save. And there we go. It's saved. And then for the blog, we're going to go to settings and then reading and make sure we have a blog selected for the posts page. If you don't, create a blog page, go to pages, add new, create a page called blog, and then choose it from this list. Or you can choose your latest posts, which would be the home page displaying your blog posts. But either way, to make the specific plugin work, you're going to have a blog page because we redirect to the blog URL. Save changes if you need to here. And now all we have to do is add the plugin that we created with WPCodeBox. Let's go to Upload Plugin. Notice we're not uploading WPCodeBox. I'm just going to confirm with you that's not on this site. WPCodeBox does not show up when we search. If we scroll down, the plugins are alphabetical. We see it's not here. And so we are now adding a standalone plugin that WPCodeBox created, but is not required to run it. I'm going to click on Upload Plugin, and I'll drag and drop our fancy new plugin right into there. Click on Install Now, and then click on Activate Plugin, and now we have our own white label plugin installed. There's our plugin name, the description we added, the version number, our name or your company name. How pro does that look if you're adding this to a client website and you have a completely white label plugin to your company? To answer my own question, it looks super pro. Okay, so now we're back on the front end. We have this login link that doesn't do anything. Just adds a hashtag to our URL. So let's refresh this page, and this should change to a logout link. Sweet. And now if we did everything correctly, when I click on this, it'll log us out and take us to the blog page. Let's try it. Click and to the blog. There we are. Sweet. Now it's a login link. If I click on that and then log in, this should take us to the My Account page we created, which is just blank, but there it is, My Account. So the plugin works. Making a plugin has not been easier in the history of the world. You have AI write the script, then you have WPCodeBox create the plugin, and your clients, not to mention your family and the family dog, they're super impressed with you making your own plugins. If you want to check out WPCodeBox, I highly encourage you to, because it's an awesome little setup. This is a website right here, WPCodeBox.com. Pricing is quite reasonable. Single site, $39 per year. And as you saw, we have this installed locally. You can create as many snippets right here as you want, create plugins from each one or put them into multiple plugins, and then you can use those plugins on as many sites as you want. At least that's my understanding from this pricing, because it says use WPCodeBox on a single site, but it doesn't mention the plugins you create. So I think the plugins you create, you can use on as many websites as you please, which is a pretty amazing deal for this price. So if you want to check out WPCodeBox, I'll drop a link to it in the description down below. And if you got value from this video, make sure you like and subscribe to let me know. Then check out this video right here, which is for the admin site enhancements plugin, which is going to give you tons of ideas of how you can use WPCodeBox to create admin enhancements for your website for free. Well, for $39 a year. If you do it a lot, it's essentially free per plugin. So check out that video, and I'll see you there.